Hi, I'm Jennifer Beckstrand, and this is my 10-minute book club. Welcome, readers. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to Jennifer Lynn Cary. She writes sweet, inspirational, romantic comedies, and you're going to love hearing about her books and her covers. If you ask a question or leave a comment tonight in the comment section below, you will automatically be entered to win a copy of Jennifer's new book, Shiloh. Remember that A Harvest of Amish Blessings is out now. It's a great Thanksgiving anthology written by me and Mindy Still and Rachel J. Good and Tracy Frederickowski. You can get that book on paperback or ebook at Amazon.com. You're going to love it. Anna and Felty are in fine form, and you have to find out if Anna is going to serve cream of wheat for Thanksgiving dinner. Also, please sign up for my newsletter. You'll get advance notice of sales, special offers, some giveaways. All you have to do is go to my website and sign up, and you'll also be able to download a free book. Thank you so much. And now I'm really excited to introduce Jennifer Lynn Cary. And I'm so excited for my readers to get to know you. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you write.
Okay. As you said, my name is Jennifer. That's Jennifer Lynn Cary is the name I write under, but usually that means I was in trouble, especially with the middle name there. So my friends call me Jenny. I started writing when I retired from teaching. I have three beautiful daughters, three handsome sons-in-law, and three incredibly intelligent grandchildren, and I'm married to my hero. So
Oh,
we
great.
celebrated our 45th anniversary last month. Um,
Wow, amazing.
so um, I started writing after I retired. I had tried a little bit to do it while I was teaching, and that just was not a good plan. But I eventually kind of settled on to writing it from my memory of my hometown, Kokomo, Indiana.
Oh,
And out of that, I started with a book there that it was kind of a retelling of the Book of Ruth, only I set it in 1968 in Vietnam and Indiana. And I enjoyed it so much that I actually wrote three more books to go with that set and started writing a rom-com series, or it was a trilogy set in Kokomo as well. And that one was so fun. It was three girls, they were sisters, and they had all kind of come back to Kokomo where they had grown up. Their father had been a session musician in LA, and their mother had left them. And he knew he couldn't take care of them well, so he took them to his mother in Kokomo, and he came to visit. He kept in contact, but he knew to make the money to support them well was working in LA. And so these girls were growing up there, but their last name was Day, and their father named them on the day of their birth based on what the weather was. So you have sunny day, a stormy day, and windy day.
that's so cute.
So when they all end up back in Kokomo trying to reinvent themselves, they start a business called the Weather Girls. It's a wedding shop and venue. And so the trilogy is their story. And then I did a standalone about their parents' story. And then I didn't want to leave them. It was so fun. So I started a spin-off called the Weather Girls Wedding Shop and Venue series. And each book is technically a standalone. What holds them all together, here, there we go. It says, once upon a time, a legend grew from the native people of central Indiana. If a couple really loved each other and they kissed beneath a certain sycamore tree and a cardinal lighted on the branch above them, they would have a long life together. In the late 19th century, a gas boom hit the sleepy farming town of Kokomo, which this is true too. That part is. A family named Ferguson made their wealth with the event and built an impressive mansion on the grounds of the old sycamore tree. When they did, word of the legend came to them and they passed it down their generations. Finally, in 1970, the last member of the family sold Ferguson House to Sunny Day Whitcomb, who, along with her sisters Stormy Day Crawford and Wendy Day Norman, opened the Weather Girls Wedding Shop and Venue in the old mansion. Now, when couples come, they have their photos taken beneath the shade of the old sycamore and hope for a cardinal sighting to add spice to their kiss. Welcome to the stories of the Weather Girls Wedding Shop and Venue series. There's a cardinal on the front of every book, but is kind of this one is in wedding veil, and it says "just married fake" because it's a fake marriage trope.
Oh,
And so, but each book, the cardinal is kind of dressed up. The first book was Judy in disguise, and so he had on a Groucho mask thing. So, but all of the songs or all of the books in this series and the standalone and the trilogy are all song titles from the 1960s with girls' names in them.
oh my
So,
goodness. Yeah.
so
Oh,
the,
well, I've looked at your covers and they are darling. And I love to hear the story of the cardinal because they all have cardinals on them and I think they're so cute. They all tie together, but that's fun to hear why that's part of your books. Hmm.
like for Shiloh, that's from Neil Diamond's song Shiloh.
Oh,
And,
yeah. Okay.
and Hot August Night was one of my favorite albums when I was in high school. So, and I love that song on there. So I had it in my head that this boy needed a friend. He was lonely and he just kind of he was kind of just really thinking, and this girl came and was there, and she lived next door, and they built this friendship together that as they grow older grow into something more. And then just was he was brave enough to let her know how he feels, she says bye, and I know you'll understand, and he was kind of calling for her. So that was my backstory for this, only to find out that's not what he meant. He was talking about his invisible friend who always came, and now that his heart's been broken with his first love affair, he wants his invisible friend Shiloh to come back and comfort him. But I had this image of her, and it was 10 years after they graduated from high school in 1963, so it was 1973, and she had left. The reason she left was because she had won a contest to be a Breck girl. And do you remember Breck girls?
Yeah, for sure.
Festival. She just had all these different experiences. And finally, she becomes a Jesus, part of the Jesus Revolution. She goes from hippie to Jesus people. And that's when she gets a call that her grandfather had died and had left her money. And so the book opens with her hitchhiking back to Kokomo. And the lawyer is the next door neighbor that they had been so close, her best friend.
Ah.
And there's a little caveat in the will. She could be handed $2 million, but she has to be married or get married within 30 days of the reading of the will. And so she's, I don't marry for money. And she walks away. But then she goes to visit her aunt before she heads back. And her aunt has just gotten word that she has breast cancer. So, in order to save her aunt, she goes back and says, "Oh, how do we work this wedding thing? You know, who?" And thinks she's going to ask somebody else, and he's never stopped loving her.
Mm.
And his his grandfather, who owns the law firm, has told him, if you want to become a full-fledged partner, you're going to get married. So he asks her, and that's the way it starts.
They, are they Christian romances?
Yes, they are. They
Okay.
they are. This one probably has a little more Christian in it because the fact that she is part of the Jesus People movement, and
Okay.
it just is a part of her. Um, when she gets off alone, she just has conversations. It sounds more like a conversation than a prayer.
Mm.
And then when she does pray for something, it's very much real. It's very much her. And so I'm hoping people will understand you don't have to have something formal, and it's a conversation. And so, and she thinks about things. She thinks about her relationship with God and her walk with Jesus. So, and she vocalizes that. So,
Readers, go check out Shiloh and all of her books. When you see the covers, you will just die. They are so cute. And I'm going to show them. I'll put them up here so everybody can see them. So you're stuck on a desert island. What three things would you take with you?
Ooh, okay. Aside from my family, I gotta have my family. Um, I would probably take books and crafting materials
Oh, okay.
and a generator to run everything.
That is a very good idea. Um, what kind of crafts? What kind of crafts are you doing?
Well, I
Together.
do crochet and knit, and so I
Oh,
do prayer shawls, which was inspired my book, the traveling prayer shawl. But here, this is an example. I made this. Okay, this the box. I made the box, and inside is this. This is my daughter's birthday present, and but her birthday comes before this will air. But I made the photo album, and it's got all sorts of flips and flaps.
oh,
And
wow.
I don't there. See,
Right there,
she's my
yeah.
yeah, she's my purple girl, and it's got a shaker inside,
Oh
and this
my
comes out and
goodness.
opens up. I kind of stumbled onto this. My I back when I was teaching, I'd put a Cricut Explorer 2 on my Amazon list, thinking I could use it with my classroom, and forgot about it and retired. And my youngest one got it for me for Christmas one year. And so the family is going, you don't know what you unleashed. So I've gone from sweatshirts and signs and all hats and all sorts of things to regular paper crafting and
Oh
and there's always
yeah.
one more YouTube video to learn from.
Oh
So
yeah. Well, this is not a plug for Cricut, but my sister has one, and boy, she makes some amazing things. Maybe I need to get one. I just think they're
oh,
so cool. Well, Jennifer, Jenny, thank you so much for being here. This has been such a pleasure. And readers,
thank
go
you,
check
Jennifer.
out Shiloh. And again, all of her other books, they look so darling and just so much fun. But thanks for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.